Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today I have Alette Simmons-Jimenez with us. She is a Miami-based artist, and she works in multimedia. So welcome to the show, Alette.
Hi, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Of course, thanks for joining us, and we'll dive in. The first question I have for you, Alette, is what's the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Okay, well, here we go. Years ago, as an artist living and working in a foreign country, I was honored with a prestigious first place award at a biennial exhibit there. For an American and also a woman, this was kind of unheard of and totally unexpected on my part. I was worried the night of the award ceremony because each person that went up for their award received lots of applause. And I thought, oh no, when I'm called up, people are going to be disappointed and no one's going to applaud. And then I was really totally shocked that the loudest applause of that night had been for me. And it just shows you that hard work and sincerity are recognized. And it may not seem like it most of the time, but actually people do take note. And knowing that can get you past some hard times.
And what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
I believe that artists should be prepared for the long haul. And a lot think that they're going to do art and become an overnight success, like right away, work hard and be successful. It takes a long, long time for most. And I think that artists should focus on two sides of their life. One where you have an income to be able to live how you want, and another where you focus on being an artist. The actual process of creating and developing things or ideas. The very best part of my artist job is when I'm in the studio working, and my primary focus is how to keep making more art.
And what is your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
I believe that, well, I kind of think of it as an artist career based, but I do believe that it does go across any industry, is that you need to create community. Your friends and your colleagues all are potential connections to your next job, a project, commission, or a sale. Being involved and actually working at being involved is essential to upward mobility.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Okay, so to myself as a young woman, I'd say be fierce, think really big, go for what you dream of, and don't hold back, and just dream big.
And in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
To me, the key to happiness is doing what you love and having good friends. I think that everybody has a gift, something that they do better than everybody they know. And if you can make a career out of it, then that's your happiest path in life. If you love what you do, then doing it every day will bring you happiness.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Okay, well, my perspective on life with all its irrationality was articulated perfectly and really, really funny by Jerzy Kosinski's novel, Being There. It's about the absurd unreality of our media culture, and it was made into an even better movie starring Peter Sellers. And it shows just how random and irrational the road to power, fame, and fortune really is. As an artist, it continues to give me a sort of power over my personal frustrations. The message is that you have to go through life just focusing on being your very best self.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
Okay, well, it has to be from Dr. Seuss, and it is, today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. In my mind, that quote gives me strength and sets me apart from everybody else.
Yes, I love that quote. Thank you so much for coming on. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find you online?
People can find me. Probably the quickest is through Instagram, and I'm there as Alette, Alette 2012. And the link in the bio takes you to all my different projects.
Perfect. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having me again.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.